All right, y'all, we back with another episode of Cultural Gossip. Check this shit out, y'all. I got a crazy, crazy ass story that I ain't never in my life. I think this is the worst story I've ever told. This is by far the worst. Times 10. Like times 20. So tune in. Hit that like button, hit that share button, all that shit. Follow button, all that shit. Anyways, so this young black dude telling this story about how he had this encounter with this ex-fireman. This ex-fireman who had retired, and he was celebrating his birthday at this restaurant. And he had been, I guess the ex-fighter, the old dude, was sitting at one table with all his friends, and the young black dude was at the table with his family. So there's a little close, so he probably can overhear some shit. Anyways, so they had caught eye contact a couple times. So when the table cleared from the old man, everybody started going home. The wife ended up going to talk to somebody. Him and the old man started talking. And long story short, the old man, the ex-fireman, right? He started to tell him stories about when he was a fireman in the 60s and in the 70s, when racism was probably at its highest. I'm talking about high. So he telling him stories pretty much about how he would get these calls to these fires. Maybe a car, maybe a crib, an apartment, a house, whatever. And some calls, once he figure out that it's a black family, he'll act as if he didn't hear a motherfucker screaming for help or a motherfucker needing help, and he'll deliberately ignore him and go on about his business and let the family die, or the person die, or the family die, or the baby die. He got all kind of stories. It's fucking bizarre. Check this shit out.
So for context, I drive trucks, and I stop at this Denny's to grab a coffee. And as I'm walking to the bathroom, it's this old guy sitting to the left with about 12 people that's celebrating his 89th birthday. Sat down, ordered some food, so now I'm sitting like across from the guy that's celebrating his birthday. And everybody that basically came to celebrate with him had left, so now it's just him and his wife. So as I get up to go wash my hands, I see him and I give him a smile. I'm like, happy birthday, young man, 89. That's a lot of memory to have. And he said, well, thank you, young man. And he smiled and he kind of just stared at me. And so I come back and his wife is